Hi, I'm Dr. Andrew Cohen. Back pain affects 80% of Americans at some point during the year. After seeing countless horror stories about back pain, I wanted to share the top 10 things that people do wrong that are easy to fix and free. The first one is my favorite. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. When you're walking, swing your arms. Swinging your arm creates an on-off switch for our body. It's really wild to imagine, but our left arm is tied to our right leg, and our right arm is tied to our left leg. So, if you walk around and your hand is in your pocket, or if you're frequently carrying something like a purse or a messenger bag, that creates an imbalance where one side is swinging freely and the other side is limited. This creates strange patterns in your body and makes it way more likely you're going to have a flare-up down the road. So try walking 20 minutes a day where your arms swing freely. No phone in your hand, no walking a dog with a leash. Let your arms swing naturally. Only 20 minutes a day and it will pay off in spades. Decrease your inflammation level. Most people are really inflamed. We're supposed to have some kind of a ratio that's around 1:1 omega-3s to omega-6s. But most Americans are 1:30. That means they're 30 times more inflamed than they should be. But that's because we eat fast food, processed food. All of that creates more inflammation in the joints, and in particular, the joints in the lower back, which are loaded if you're sitting for long periods during the day. So eat more fish or eat more fish oil, and also eat more cumin and turmeric. Those decrease inflammation and will help decrease the amount of pain in your body. How you sit matters. Do not sit on a wallet. It creates an imbalance where you're stretching one side of your pelvis way more than the other side. You don't want to do this for an hour, especially not all day long. So many patients show up and I see an imprint of their wallet in their jeans, which means it's imprinting in your pelvis and your lower back. So change that up. Move your wallet to the front pocket instead of your back pocket when you sit. It's totally fine to have it in your back pocket when you're walking, but never when you're sitting. Additionally, if you cross your legs when you sit, make sure that you're switching which leg is on top. You would never stretch one side of the body and not the other. And you would never sit in a stretch position for 30 minutes to an hour. The same principle applies when you're crossing your legs as you sit. Switch the arm that you use to carry purses, totes, and any kind of bag. At our office, we're located up on the 5th floor, so we get to watch people walk around downtown San Francisco all the time. And it seems like everyone has a dominant arm that they use to carry their bags. We also see people carrying their phones as they walk, with their elbows bent while they're looking at their phone. These habits result in one arm always swinging more than the other. This is detrimental to creating an even stride and evenly dispersing the pressure in your lower back. Make sure that if you do use a bag, that you switch arms. So if it's like this, halfway through, you switch off to the other side. Or even better, use a bag that you can spread across your torso. That's better because it doesn't slide off your shoulder, which creates even more tension in the body. If you can, try to wear a backpack. And if you can get a backpack with the waist strap, that's another improvement. And if you can get a backpack with the chest strap, that is the best option for your body, to have both of them together. It keeps the bag close as possible to your body and decreases the load on your spine. I know it's not the most fashionable, but if you can, it will really help you in the long run. Think about your job. You're there most of the day, so we want to make sure that it's supporting you. If you're on a computer for long periods of time, Or if you work at a register, often find yourself leaning to one side, try to change your positioning so that you're working the other half of your body that you weren't working during the first half of the day. This can mean moving your monitor, your mouse, or changing your workstation. In an ideal world, you would make that switch every half an hour, but that isn't a realistic option for most people. But I am certain if you can do it more frequently, this will decrease the wear and tear on your back. Jelly donuts. Most people don't think of this one, but drink lots of water. Our discs are a lot like the jelly donuts I was alluding to earlier, in between each bone of the spine. All day long, we're sitting, and if we're dehydrated, these discs or donuts will shrink, which puts more pressure on the spinal cord and the spinal nerves. Drinking tons of water throughout the day will decrease the load on your spine, but it also forces you to get up and go on multiple bathroom voyages, which keeps you moving and prevents you from being sedentary for hours at a time. Get an ergonomic assessment. Start with the basic 10-step ergonomic checklist that we have linked below. But make sure that your monitor is at the right height and your keyboard is at the right angle, and that will decrease the tension in your lower back. Think about how you sleep. This is a very simple correction that can make a big difference. And all you need is a pillow. You already have one at home. Let's utilize it more efficiently. If you sleep on your back, put a pillow underneath your knees. And if you're a side sleeper, put it between your knees. That will place your pelvis in a more neutral position and decrease the stress on your lower back through the night. This is the only suggestion I will make that may require you to make a purchase. And that is to buy an IntelliSkin shirt or sports bra or kinesio tape or rock tape to give your body clues on where it should be. There are lots of products out there like Lumo Lift or some fancy apps with little devices to wear that help remind you when you're not sitting in the right position. But I like low tech when at all possible because a lot of us are staring at screens too often. So what I love about the IntelliSkin is it cues your body to where normal should be without holding you there. Many postural aids or posture supports will keep you in place and kind of strap you there. And we have a video where we investigate if these devices really work. But in general, most posture supports we've tried don't really help. But I'll tell you that IntelliSkin does really help if you're able to afford that $100 price tag. Hopefully some of these tips are new to you and will help you stay healthy and happy and doing the things that you love, and more importantly, keeping that reoccurring back pain all the way over there. I love hearing stories of people implementing these simple steps and telling me the relief that they receive within a couple of weeks by simply drinking more water, getting up during the day, or taking turmeric, or using a pillow when they sleep. So try these out, give us your feedback. We'd love to hear from our community so we can provide the best content possible. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.